Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Cincinnati's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? You've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Galladay. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively and defensively on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So BYU's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's caught. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. There's the pressure. Incomplete.
Oh,
man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do...
Breaks into the open. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass. Make the QB take off and then get a stick on him. Play physical. Got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Inside the 30. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Completes it in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Cougars are marching down the field. He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
And some room to work. Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the first down. They'll be facing 4th down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lindsey. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Good timing on the quick out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, 4th down.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Still running at the 40. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, BYU! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 7. Ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the foot.
Found the seam on the left. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
The give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot.
Let's go.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Hits the crease. And he just kept running, and he ran away from
What a
the crowd,
ball.
and he'll take it in. Touchdown, BYU! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. North Carolina has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up 14 over Pittsburgh. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of big completions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Quick catch on 3rd down. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll immediately call timeout. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll run the screen. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Gets it out quickly. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And the story of this 1st half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him, and doesn't that opposing team know it? And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast. Understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. He'll do it himself. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Bearcats have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Power football with the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Second down coming up.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Lindsey. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give and tick, 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 tick. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougar! And the stomping has commenced. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Cougar. And they turn it into a defensive score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He's got an open man. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Now the play fake. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The give to the back. Nice move there. Picks up the first down. At the 35, he's got room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They had a great day today.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal. They are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like, when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here.